Alright, so here it is. This is the cabin build. Got my support beams for my ridge. Just didn't bring a ladder tall enough to set it up there. That's going to be probably a 14-12 pitch. It's 8 foot tall. I want it to be tall enough, probably 6 foot at the peak. The loft's just for sleeping, so I'm not worried about being able to, move around up there, but it needs to be tall enough you can get up there and make a bed on your knees or something. So this is all going to be one big picture window up front. I have a 8 foot door I pulled out of a house that's solid glass. That's going to go there, and then I'll trim it out on the inside and outside. Poured a footer on each corner. I've still got to put some in the middle. It's 2x8 treated and a 2x6 bottom cap that's used to anchor in the. I backfilled these all the way to the top with concrete and then put lag bolts in here down through this board on all 4 corners. And then I ran a support beam down the middle with a 4x4. Still need to put another support joist right in here on both sides. On this side, this will be the entry. There'll be a porch that's going to come out this way about 4 foot. The roof line's going to extend out 4 foot. So there'll be a porch here. Entry doors right here. That's where you enter the cabin. Like I said, it was all 2x6s. There's a, let's see, it was a 36 by 36 window here. Let's get in here. So there's going to be cabinets. You walk in there, there's going to be a stove right here, pouring out. I'm going to put another window right here in the entry of this gable. Over here, just framed that out. That's going to be a 60 by 32 window. Every window is going to be different. These are just scrap windows I had that I've demoed over the years that I'm tired of looking at and don't have anything to do with, so I'm going to put them in here. So every window is going to be a different size. I think this is 98 by 38 here. 60 by 32 there. I haven't framed it out yet because the support for the ridge is actually nailed to the stud I need to pull out, but I'm going to put a 55 by 24 window there, and then there'll be cabinets from probably here all the way to this corner, so that'll be kind of the kitchenette area here, right in this area, and I'm going to make a table here and probably a bench down through here. But the table I'm going to make to where you can collapse it down and use that. It has a place to sleep, so there'll be enough room for 2 people to sleep here. And then the loft is probably going to come to about here, all the way across. And you'll be able to sleep, probably 4 up in the loft. So that's where we're at right now. I don't have any help, so I'm not going to put that cap up there. I've got it extended. How far do I have that extended up? 6 feet. 6 feet. No, 7. It's 7 foot up, which will give me enough room to nail my rafter or my ridge board into here and here, and then I'll start angling the rafters off on each side. But I'm going to need another set of hands to do that, and a much taller ladder because this isn't going to cut it. And unfortunately I didn't bring my level with me. We're a ways from my house. I have to tractor everything back here. I forgot the hammer and the saw the first time and had to take the tractor around and go back and get it. So you'll notice these are not exactly, it's not the code, but I really don't care. It's the cabin. Usually put a header in here like I did up here. The only reason I did here is because that's such a large span, considering we're using 2x6s treated 2x6s, I'm not too worried about the load. I'm not worried about a header over these two windows. I might come back in and put one in after I, get everything framed, but this weekend my goal is going to be to get the ceiling rafters in place. That's pretty much it. I'm getting ready to bundle everything up and head to the house, but 2x6 rafters are in there. I've just got to cut them and install them. So, an interesting build. That's it. It's 12 by 10, but you eat up, almost a foot with the 2x6s. So, end up being like 9 by 12 by the time I get done, which is plenty big enough. I've got a small potbelly stove I'm going to put here. And the view out this way is going to be pretty sweet. So, alright, see ya. Alright, folks, here's where we are this week. Progress on the cabin. I did just end up buying, even though it's expensive, I found some cheap exterior paneling. It's like 11/32. It was like $26 a sheet, which is still ridiculously high. But I'm kind of at the point where I need to get this in the dry quickly. And I just took on 2 large remodels that are going to eat up all my time. So I opted, instead of doing the chainsaw mill and doing the wood milling logs here on the property, put this panel on just to try to get it done. Like I said, I need to get it in the dry. I may end up cutting over the top of it. Doesn't look half bad, but it's not exactly the look I was going for. Got the rafters done except for this out here. Built my headers, put my post in. Panel on the side, I've only cut out the one up front. This is kind of a when I have spare time project, and I'm not going to be back out here till next Sunday. So still got to put cap rafter on this side. Then I still got to put my cross braces in for my eave, which will come out here about another foot overhang. Built the deck today. Set the rafters yesterday, and then I put my loft in. It's about how far the loft's going to come. Got that part done. Still need to cut these windows out. Like I said, it's going to rain this week, so I'm going to keep those panels in to try to prevent this from getting wet. Sturdied it up a lot by putting the panels on the side. You ever done any framing that once you start putting the boards around the side, it strengthens it up significantly. So earlier this was rocking. It's not really moving at all now. This still is a little, but that's going to happen. It's just boards right now. So I'm done for the day. I'm going to wait until I have fresh legs underneath me to put these on. So I've got this huge step ladder that's going to have to be out here. And on top of that step ladder, nailing these rafters in, is going to be that point right there to the ground. Is probably 25 feet or better. I want to have it's not something you want to do towards the end of a long day. You want to kind of do that early where you're not tired. Get tired, you make mistakes. You don't want to make a mistake 25 feet in the air. So the loft's going to work out pretty good. it's going to be plenty big enough. Like I said, I'm just under 6 foot and I can stand in here. This isn't going to be a room, it's a place to lay down and sleep, so it's exactly what I wanted. So I'm going to put my cap rafters in over here, these outside rafters, and then I'll knock these braces off. And I've got one more window, 2 more windows. I got to cut one in down there, then there's going to be one here looking out that way. I may end up buying another one for over here, but I'm definitely going to cut one that direction. So be kind of nice. This will kind of be the view when the trees are all grown in. You can't tell. There's a highway probably about a mile that way is a highway, or it's a road. It's not like a interstate or anything like that, so you can hear vehicles going by, but it's pretty secluded. My house is on the other side of the ridge. You can go up the hill another 150 yards and then down the hill probably 200 yards, and my house is over there. So it's a nice little secluded area. I said nobody that's out here has built anything, so this is like being in the middle of nowhere. Kind of nice. So that's it for today. See the deck work. Another thing I'm going to do, probably, got to kind of figure this out and see how much room I'll have out there. But I am thinking about, since this is one solid door that's going to be here, that's a solid glass door. It's got about probably 4 to 6 inch runner all the way around. I'm thinking about rigging, it's already got hinges on it, but making it to where it'll fold down and become a table, kind of like a bar. Only thing is this is only 48 inches wide, so I don't know that I'll end up doing that, because you would almost be on the edge. It will take up most of this area, so I may not end up doing that, but it's a possibility. So that's where we're at for now.